everyone, I am Niharika and welcome back. Well, in today's lesson, we are going to look at some expressions and idioms with the word hair. Now, everybody is very possessive about their hair. Well, I am. I am too protective about my hair. But interestingly, in English, we also have a lot of expressions related to the word hair. And that's what we are going to learn. Today we have 6 expressions and idioms that you can use in your conversation in English. So let's get started. The very first expression that I have for you is bad hair day. Now this expression is used in 2 ways. The first way is a very humorous one. Now, when your hair is not looking really attractive and they're very unmanageable, then you can say that, oh, I am having such a bad hair day. Like I said, yes, today my hair looks a little frizzy and doesn't look attractive, so I am having a bad hair day. So this expression can be used in a very humorous way. Now, another way that you can use this expression is to talk about just a bad day in general. So, there are days when everything is just going wrong. Like you wake up in the morning and everything is just going wrong. You are late to work, you missed your boss is really angry, you messed up with your project work. So yes, you are having a bad day in general. So you can use this expression when you are having a bad day by saying, oh, don't ask, I am so grouchy today because I am having a bad hair day. So which means that you are having a bad day in general. Okay, now let's have a look at the second expression, which is let your hair down. Now here, I'm not asking you to leave your hair open, but what exactly this idiom means is that you need to enjoy or relax yourself. There are people who always worry too much, like my mom. She's always worrying too much about our family, about the home. Like if I take her out for dinner, I don't find herself enjoying. So I would ask her to let her hair down. So when you ask someone to let their hair down, it means you're telling someone to enjoy themselves, to have fun, and stop worrying about what others would think. Okay? So it means to enjoy or to let loose and to stop worrying. Okay, let's have a look at the third expression, which is tear one's hair out. Now, there are 2 expressions that you can use. You can either say tear one's hair out, or you can also use the word pull, to pull one's hair out. So what exactly this means, to pull your hair out? Well, pull one's hair out is used when you are extremely agitated or way too anxious to just get done with something. Like for example, you're at work and your boss has given you too much of work. And now you're so anxious, you're so distressed, you just want to get done with this. So you will use this expression. And how would you use that? Well, I have been tearing my hair out to get done with this project. So it means that you're extremely agitated, extremely anxious to just get done with this. Okay, so that's how you will use this expression. Now you can either say, I'm tearing my hair out or I'm pulling my hair out. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the 4th expression, which is not turn a hair. Now, there are situations where we expect too much of drama or certain reactions from people. And when people don't really react or do not show any emotion to certain situations, that's when you use this expression. Like for example, my neighbor. My neighbor was caught doing something illegal. So the cops came and took him to the police station. Now he had no expression, no emotion on his face. Now of course, if cops are here, I would expect a little drama out of him, or I would expect some kind of reaction out of him. But guess what? He had no reaction or no emotion on his face. So that's how I'll use this expression by saying that when the cops came to take my neighbor, he didn't turn a hair. So which means he had no reaction or no emotion. That's so boring, right? Like you expect too much of drama and then nothing happens. Well, it didn't turn one's hair, or it didn't turn a hair. That's how you will use it. Let's move on to the next idiom, which is to make hair stand on end. Now, when do you use this expression? When you are extremely terrified or frightened. Yes. Now, there are times probably you walk into a dark room and the moment you switch on the light, you spot a cockroach. Ooh, that is so terrifying, so frightening. So that would make your hair stand on end. So when you are very terrified, when you're very scared or frightened, that is when you can use this expression by saying that the sight of cockroach made my hair stand on end. Okay, that's how you will use this expression. Or for example, the thought of jumping out of a plane, like skydiving. Well, I really want to skydive someday, but for some people, it's too scary. So even the thought of jumping out of a plane makes people's hair stand on the end. Okay, so that's how you will use this expression. And then the last expression that I have for you is split hairs. The word hairs. Do you think there's a word called hairs in English? Well, actually, there isn't a word hairs. Now, whenever in English you use the word hair, because it's an uncountable noun, even the plural of the word hair will be hair only. It's not hairs. So many people do make a mistake by saying my hairs are so frizzy today. That's incorrect. You're just gonna say my hair is so frizzy today. Okay? But there's an exception. Now when using this idiom, yes, it has the word hairs, but only restricted to this idiom. That's about it. So what's the meaning of this idiom, split hairs? Now there are certain people who pay too much of attention to unimportant things, who keep arguing or try to just take out points which are just not necessary. Like my boss. Well, I always see him arguing and looking at things which are just not important. So that's how I'll use the expression that my boss is always splitting hairs, which means he's always arguing or paying too much of attention on things which are not important. Okay, so someone who pays very close attention to unimportant things. Alright, now these are the 6 expressions with the word hair that you can use in your English conversation. So they're very simple and very interesting. Please do use them. Once again, I'm just gonna review it. It's bad hair day, and we have let your hair down. We have to tear one's hair out, not turn a hair, and make hair stand on end. And the last one is split hairs. So please use these expressions, and I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care and have a great day.